and your mind and your soul are like kind of one, and it's like if you have a happy mind, your body will be happy, and if you have a happy body, your mind will be happy. So we're just going to go over a few little things that you can do on every day, like little changes that you can do on a daily basis to like have so that you feel healthier and more energetic every day.
And you might think it's kind of funny that we're coming to talk to you about it, but it'll really make your teenage years so much better, and your 20s. And you want to have fun, right? You want to have a great time, a great life. So you got to start from the beginning, and that includes your mind, body, and your soul, healthy living, and everything. So that's what we're here for.
And you only get one body, so what you're doing to yourself now, this is the same body that you're going to have in like 20 years or when you're your parents' age. So it is important to make sure that you take care of yourself now so that you'll still be really, really healthy later on.
And everything we're going to say is stuff that we've been taught too, so we're just trying to like teach you guys, even if you've already heard it, just to tell you the importance of it, because since most of us are a little bit older than you guys, I think we realize how big of a deal it is, and just our time being in Cape Town has definitely shown us this, and just being in your guys' area and your home. So I guess we have a few questions. Are you ready to answer some? Okay. Do any of you guys know anyone with a chronic illness, like diabetes or hypertension?
Maybe your parents or your grandparents. Probably not any of your friends.
Or heart disease. Does anybody know anyone?
You
don't need to say who, you can just say that you know somebody. That's all I want to know.
You can just raise your hand or say yes. We all know someone.
What's up? Ik ken mijn oma gezien.
Oh my God.
En diabetes.
So a lot of the things that we're gonna talk to you about right now are so that those illnesses, like so diabetes, so that doesn't affect you. Because taking care of your body will prevent your body from making you have those illnesses, like diabetes and like heart problems and all of that.
And by you coming here, you can be the role models for your friends. So whether it's smoking or drinking or not exercising and healthy eating, you can teach your friends about that too. So it's not just you that's becoming a healthier person, it's your friends and your family, so that the rest of your life you can enjoy those people and you can have that time with those people instead of having to worry about chronic diseases that you might not want to deal with. And you can teach your families too. You can go back and say one of your family members is smoking. We'll touch on that in a little bit. But you can kind of push them to stop so that they can enjoy your life while they enjoy theirs.
Okay, does anybody know what diabetes is? Or anything about it? What is it called?
Suikerziekte. Sugar diabetes.
Yeah.
So I call sugar in Afrikaans is suiker.
Sugar?
So the people would say, I've got sugar instead of diabetes.
Oh, okay.
They won't use diabetes.
Okay.
Suikerziekte.
Okay. So basically the sugar part of it, it just means there's too much sugar from the food you're eating in your blood, and it's like flowing through your body, but your cells aren't taking it in. And so all the nutrients in the food aren't being utilized, and you're gonna end up getting really tired and weak. So if you have parents or friends or grandparents you know have the high sugar, you've probably seen them feel really tired a lot unless they're on their medication, which is why it's really, really important to realize when that's happening and then go see the doctor. That's one of the times when it's like very, very necessary to go to the hospital and get your medication, and then you can control the high sugar and all that. So that's one thing we want to tell you, but because you're younger, a lot of you probably haven't dealt with that yet, so we're gonna give you a few tips to prevent that from happening at all. So we'll start with eating, right? I know you guys have probably been eating like the soups and like the veggies. Like, do you guys eat a lot of vegetables? Do you eat a lot of pop? Like, what is your normal meal usually?
Jouw koos het even voor Ivan in boys gegeven tegen creatief.
What is it called?
Yeah, what's that?
Caramel pop. It's pop.
Okay, okay. So, in a perfect world, that wouldn't be the only thing you could eat if you could get vegetables. I know you guys eat vegetables. I know you have like a garden out there. I know right now it's not really edible, right, because of the water. But if you could have like a plate and have like a little bit of the, what's the word for it? What do you guys call it? Pop. Yeah, pop. Okay, a little bit of the pop. And that's a little plate for you. Pretend
You
that's
can
real
laugh
food.
at our plate.
Yeah.
Here, I'll stand up
Yeah,
so you
go
guys
for
can
it.
see it. Okay, this is a really funny plate, and you can laugh at me if you really want. I'll be sad. Okay, all right, now I'm sad. I've worked really hard on my plate.
It's nice.
So, ideally, if it's possible, you want to try to be eating like this, a third, and a third. So you want to have your pop or your potato, whatever like hearty starch that you can get. And then in terms of protein, the energy that gets you going, like lets you go play with your friends or go out on the town, play ball in school, you want to have your beans, your lentils, and meat. And it's okay to have lentils. A lot of people have been telling us that they don't want to buy lentils anymore because they think that because they can afford potatoes now that they're going to ditch the lentils because lentils, they're yucky and they aren't good. Well, I eat lentils all the time. I love them. They're a cheap, easy way to get protein and energy so you can stay up all night with your friends if you want.
And they'll keep you full longer than the potatoes will or the pop will.
So if you're home and you're not at school and you're having lentils, if you have those for lunch, that'll hold you over till dinner. So you're not going to be starving by the time you get to dinner. And then you have your vegetables. You want to have as many green vegetables as possible, and orange and yellow.
The more color, the better.
A rainbow.
So squash, green beans, broccoli.
Yeah. And when you're
cauliflower.
I don't know if you guys are cooking yet. Is anyone helping their parents or helping cook for their younger siblings? Maybe?
A little bit.
A little bit. Good.
We love cooking.
Yeah, we love cooking. You want to really like the flavor of your food and don't douse the salt on it. That'll help with your lifestyle in the future too. So instead of using a ton of salt because it doesn't taste good, why don't you try some herbs or some spices? Those are a cheap, easy way to make sure that your food still tastes good, but you're not putting all the bad salt into your body.
And even though the salt might taste good, it's making your body feel really bad. So it'll make your blood flow all funny, and that's when diabetes can happen because everything will get a little bit too weird and all the nutrients won't be able to be used by your body like they should. So that's really why we're telling you this. And for other diseases as well, but diabetes is definitely a big one.
And just to explain that a little bit more, so like how often do you guys eat like knickknacks? Like do you guys eat these for snacks?
Or the cheese, the chilies.
A lot of times.
Whatever.
Okay, so what we want to explain is just like she was saying, when you eat like actual like vegetables or beans and lentils, what we want to explain to you is if you ate all 4 of these, that would be equivalent to sharing this can with 4 people, and you would get the same amount of protein and the same amount of energy. So why would you eat 4 packages of these when you could only eat like a little bit of this, and you would stay full? You would stay fuller longer, you'd have more energy, and you'd be able to feed a lot more people. So we just want to explain to you that this is a lot healthier option, and it can feed a lot more people than eating all 4 of these. Does that make sense?
Yes.
These have a lot more sugar and salt, so that's worse for your body. You're not going to have the good energy that you want to go play. So maybe poop out after like 1 game of basketball, but these are going to let you whoop your friend's butt when you're playing a game.
Yeah, your body's used to like more natural things, like stuff that grows and like more natural things. This like so many chemicals and it's so processed and it takes a lot of stuff to make these. And your body just isn't used to putting this kind of stuff in it. It's just not good at like flowing through your body since it's not as natural.
And in terms of buying things like these, the more you eat of this, the more you're going to be hungry because it doesn't fill you up, so you're going to crave more, and then you're just going to keep spending more money. Whereas if you eat beans or lentils or veggies, but this is definitely one of the better choices, you're not gonna be spending more money on it because you're gonna be full for a very long period of time after that, and then the next day you'll be good to go. Whereas it's kind of an endless cycle, and it's not very healthy for you. It's a good